at least 2 times a week. Somebody that looks like me will be killed by the police. All under 21. Well, 18% of them. Just a year younger than myself. So you tell me, how am I supposed to feel when those that were charged with the duty to protect and serve turn Gestapo? To kill and enslave, that seems to be the new motto. Mike Brown ain't nothing new. Trayvon wasn't news either. It's a day today for us to hear the words freeze. It's the police that I would ice sculpture my arms into the air and begin to buckle at the knees. Chisel out, don't shoot on the crisp of my lips. Too afraid that I might be the next one mistaken for having a gun when all I had was anger balled up in my fist. See, I learned when I was young that the 5-0 is the 666. When all of a sudden here in 2014, badge and the gun could teleport me back to 1966. Shit. All I need to go back was just 2 years ago when me and my cousin were stripped down to our socks in the parking lot the day after my grandfather died. I guess the color of our skin didn't give us permission to cry. We were bombarded with questions on who I am, where I live, what I was doing there, demeaned to the tears in my eyes, asked about my sexual orientation, and joked on about the grade of our hair. Only about after an hour of this to be told, you should be glad it's officers like us that care. So you tell me, how am I supposed to feel? This is not an isolated event. Until now, this whole city has been sitting down, thinking y'all should be glad y'all not out here getting lynched. Let me tell you the truth. I'm afraid of law and order. Because what I've learned is that the law is, if we catch you alone, you're all subject for slaughter. I thank God for the camcorder. Somebody captured this corruption on tape. I've never called it a cop in my life. I'm too terrified of the red and blues on top of roofs. Vicious dogs barking and biting, looking for false truths. How can a peaceful protest turn into a malicious massacre? Unarmed people against an army, and we're portrayed as the agitators. What turn the other cheek turns into a shot in the back. We're resisting arrest. Just mentioned you were talking back. You say he got killed by the police? It's no question that he was black. The only question that arises is, where's his arrest record at? How can we portray him as a bad guy so we can justify that? I bet if I changed my pigmentation and lost my melanin today, I could walk in a crowded movie theater and just begin to spray an AK. Maybe walk into my old high school and begin to eradicate all the popular kids. The only thing that you would see on the news is that I was apprehended and I had a troubled upbringing, maybe a mental disorder. I bet I get my day in court and live my life however a group of my peers would have ordered. But my death sentence will be decided in a blink of an eye. He looks like trouble. They always get away with this. I saw an opportunity and I just couldn't miss. About 80%, y'all. That's how many murderers in blue suits get off with barely a slap on the wrist. So you tell me, how am I supposed to feel when you tell me that another young brother has just gotten killed? I feel nothing. I've become desensitized to it all. Desensitized to what I've come to know is just a fact of life. That every encounter I have with the police might just be my day to die.